Hello there everybody and welcome to another Gwent video. This is not like a Gwent video we've done before, apart from really early in the closed beta. Basically this is just a discussion about the overall balance of the game at the moment. For those of you that aren't aware, CDPR have actually confirmed that there is going to be a live stream tomorrow at 9 PM CEST to discuss the current progress of Gwent and, well, their first patch of the new open beta, which is really cool. There's going to be hopefully some really good balance changes coming, and yeah, I'll leave a link in the description below just in case you guys aren't sure as to where to catch it. But it's going to be very special, and I think what I'll do after it as well is I'm going to cross-reference some of the things that I'm going to discuss with you today, and maybe just inform you about the changes if you don't or can't make the stream. So the purpose of this video is to actually discuss what I think should need changing. The game's been officially out now, what, a week and a half in open beta, and I'd say there's definitely a set meta at the moment. I think all the decks have been fine-tuned to a point of there's not going to be anything new, and I think we can all definitely say there's things that aren't just right with the game. I mean, the game Gwent is absolutely amazing. I absolutely adore this game. Trust me, I love it. I really do love it. It's just a case of, I think there's still things that definitely need to be tuned and just ironed out. So we're going to go through the discussion now, and just let me know in the comment section below if you agree with anything that I'm saying, if you think I'm totally wrong and something else needs changing, because, well, we'll find out tomorrow, I guess. So first things first, I think we all know it's coming. Ragnarok and Drought. These cards are currently just the bane of everyone's existence at the moment. They are pretty much in every single deck. I know that a lot of like super duper top end players aren't actually using Ragnarok or Drought anymore. They've actually decided to just not use it, and obviously refining their decks to better, bigger things. But for people that are on like my level, I'm only rank 9. Other people are probably climbing up to say like rank 15, etc. You're going to see this a lot, and it means that you permanently have to tech a card to go against it. Now, Clear Skies is absolutely amazing. It really is. Obviously, it clears all weather effects and rally, so it's always good to have a Clear Skies in your deck, but it's the fact that you either have to have Ragnarok and Drought, or a counter to it, which kind of sucks. It kind of limits just a bit of creativity. And I think that the fact that as soon as someone plays Drought or Ragnarok, they get a potential of a 9 tempo swing. That I think is just too strong. So the change that I'd actually want to implement with Ragnarok is make the damage happen at the end. Because I'm sure we've all been on the just butt end of the stick where someone drops Ragnarok or Drought, you take 9 damage, and then the next card you've got to play is Clear Skies. So you're technically behind now. You're behind by 9 points, and you've got to play Clear Skies, which offers you no tempo at all. So I think what it would be good to see is if we actually saw this damage tick at the end. Therefore, you are still able to counter it. And yeah, I think it's needed. I definitely do. As much as I love Ragnarok and Drought, if you've seen my Monsters deck, we have both of them in there. But I think that it's just too strong. Or maybe something just a little bit more strange, like, I don't know, give it a 3-turn timer or something like that. Then you've got, what, the potential of, if all rolls are full, 27 damage. Now, I know 27 damage is really strong, but you've got to consider it to something like T-Ball from Nilfgaard. T-Ball's a 25-point play, and the opponent gets a bronze card. But obviously, here, Ragnarok or Drought could be countered instantly with Clear Skies. And after that 3 turns, the clouds will have moved, and I think that's actually a pretty decent change if you don't want to just flat out nerf it. I mean, doing the damage at the end is definitely nerfing it, Ragnarook Drought. I mean, chances are that you won't see it on a lot of decks at all. Probably only weather decks. I'd probably still run it if I'm totally honest, because I've got so much weather to throw at my opponent. Chances are this will always get the value. But that's just me theming my deck around weather. These guys are currently an auto-include, and I think if the damage was at the end and it didn't give such a high-tempo play, then I think that Ragnarok Drought wouldn't be seen as much. Probably like not in at least like 10% of the decks. It'd be crazy. Sorry, 90% of the decks. Okay, anyway, my next list. Nilfgaard. Nilfgaard at the moment is incredibly strong. You guys will have probably played them. You'll have probably played against the Tempo decks, the Spy decks. I really, really want Reveal to be a thing. Unfortunately, Reveal just seems to be overshadowed by the Tempo. And the fact that Tempo is so strong is because of these cards here. I didn't mean to press back. Give me 1 second. I think you know. There's no point in having a little build-up here. You probably know it's the Golems. These puppies here. These guys are so incredibly strong. As soon as you play your hero ability, your leader card, you just get a 9-point tempo swing, and you effectively just thin your deck by 3 cards. It's ridiculous. It really, really is strange. I mean, people can compare it to the Crones or the Witchers. As soon as you drop a Witcher or a Crone, the other 2 pop out. But this, you don't have to do anything. You literally just have to activate your leader ability, which is insane. It's nuts. Considering it's used by John Calvate decks, it's crazy. You potentially get to play another card and get 9 strength on top of that and thin your deck. It's ridiculous. All for bronze. The card itself is bronze. I mean, if you think of Scoia'tael have Saskia, which I think is actually a really, really good card. It's got the orders keyword, so as soon as you play your leader ability, she pops out. But the fact is, she's a gold. She's 7 strength and she's gold. You are using a gold card for that tempo swing, and it's only thin your deck by 1. Roach, technically 2 if you've got Roach, but still, this power on a bronze card is absolutely insane. I think it's really, really, really strong, and I think these guys, they need to be. I don't even think they need to be toned down. You know, even if these were 1 strength, I still think it's too strong. It's like giving monsters a Crone card just straight away. Here you go. You're guaranteed to have a Crone card. It's nuts. It's nuts. Okay, so next, I've got a list on my other screen. Sorry, so by the way, I don't want you to think I'm looking away. Next is, well, where are you? Here it is. The Vikavaru Novices. These guys pretty much are the same. I've got the same issue with these as I do Golems. Their ability is, when you deploy it, you trigger the ability of a Spying Ambassador or Emissary. Now, this is insane, purely because, I mean, it's a very, very good idea. I really do like this idea. But it's the fact that your emissaries can pull a Vikavaru Novice, and then Novice can pull your Emissary, then your Emissary can pull a Novice, and you can just chain it, and you've got something stupid like a bloody 9 card swing. It's insane. It's really, really, really silly, and obviously the sheer amount of strength that these guys put out is crazy. You can thin your deck so fast if you're using these. I mean, imagine using Vikavaru Novices, Emissaries, and the Golems. You can just mill 100% of your deck. It's nuts. I think either this gets flat out removed, or you allow an ambassador or an emissary only to be used once. But then again, that wouldn't get rid of the effect, would it? Maybe you can only draw a single emissary. Then you need to move on to an ambassador. Then you need to move on to something else. Maybe emissaries need to be nerfed for it. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, it's pretty harsh. You're going to have to remove a card. But I definitely think that this isn't healthy for the game. It really, really isn't. I know Merchant actually put on his Twitter like a picture of just a first turn swing, I believe it was. It was a first turn swing where this guy just thinned his deck out to a ridiculous extent. So yeah, I don't know how I would change these, but I definitely think that CDPR should amend them in some way. Okay, what next? We have Peter, Sar, Gwynleve, and Orcs. I honestly don't know what I would change with these, but I feel... Where is Orcs? There he is. I feel that these guys are too strong. I think they're definitely too strong. Peter, Sar, Gwynleve is just an auto-include now in Nilfgaard. He's just too strong. You can reset a unit and then strengthen it or weaken it by 3. I honestly think the buffing of an ally needs to be removed. That's pointless. I don't think anyone really uses that, if I'm totally honest. I think that just totally needs to be removed. And then, I don't know. He's currently a Mardrome on a stick. He literally is a Mardrome on a stick. Maybe his health needs to be removed. Not removed, but like reduced to something, let's say like 2, 3. I mean, would you still use it? You've got to think, how many people use Mardrome? Pretty much no one. It's the fact that this guy can strengthen your ally, and he's 6 strength. I think maybe he needs to be something like, think of Philippa Eilhart, who's like 1 strength. I think he needs to be sort of nerfed to that degree. I really do. And Orcs, the issue I've got with Orcs is he's not relentless. Meaning you can... I've never heard that. That's so cool. Anyway, Orcs, he can be decoyed, or you can use Amir's ability to basically lock 4 units at once. That's insane. Orc needs relentless. In fact, Peter, Sar, Gwynleve as well could probably do the relentless tag. Basically, that means that you can't just replay them. I think that's very strong, actually. I think that'd probably line them up nicely. I mean, I'm very afraid that there's a lot of complaints about Nilfgaard at the moment. I'm very afraid that CDPR might literally just get out the nerf hammer and just smash them to bits. I don't want that to happen, because Nilfgaard in the closed beta, they were deemed the worst faction in the game, and I'm really happy that they've actually come to fruition and everyone's really enjoying Nilfgaard, but I just think they're too strong. I just hope that they just get toned down a little bit. I really do. So yeah, add Relentless to Orcs and Peter, and I think they should be okay. I think they should be alright. One little buff, just because I'm a massive fan, and as soon as I saw this card, I thought it was absolutely amazing. I told myself I'd make it a premium, but I never have, purely because, well, you never see it being used. I think Serra kind of sucks, because he can't reduce a revealed unit in your opponent's hand to 1 if they're gold. I think Serra should be able to do it to golds. I think that's strong. I think it's really strong. I mean, I just want to see it. I just want to be able to see, like, T-Bar come out, 10 strength. I know he comes out at 25, but 10 strength. Boom! Serra. Yes, you now won. I think that'd be really cool. That's just me being selfish, and I'd really like to see Serra having a buff. Because when we all saw him when the patch notes got released for open beta, we thought it was amazing. Him and Cynthia, the combo of him and Cynthia, turns out that combo just he's never used because, well, Serra just isn't that good, which kind of sucks. Okay, next. We're going on to my favourite faction, Skellige. Now, I'm really fond of Skellige, and preferably I don't want anything changed. But in the interest of fairness, I think things do need to be changed. And currently, I'll admit, I am absolutely sick of the strengthening deck at the moment. I know that's Skellige's thing. I love it. I really do love that Skellige has this sort of graveyard play where you buff up your units whilst they're dead and then you resurrect them back. I think it's awesome. That's why I picked Skellige. That's why I love Skellige. But I think at the moment, it's just too strong. These guys here, the Clan Brockvar Hunters, they need regressing. They need to be regressed on here. And regressing is actually a new term that's been added to the cards, as you can see here. I think Light Longship's the only one with regressing, to be honest. And what that does is, at the turn start, No, that's not it. Where is it? Does it even show you what regressing means? It doesn't. Okay. No, it really doesn't, does it? Anyway, okay, what regressing means is basically when it's in the graveyard and you resurrect it, it loses the strength that it has given and it returns back to 5 base strength. So, for example, if this gets strengthened up to 10, well, up to 11, it will just go straight back down to 5 once it's in the graveyard. I think that's very, very, very nice, and I think it needs to be done with the Clan Brockvar Hunters because these guys currently you can get them up to like 25 strength. It's absolutely insane. 25 strength, you then use 1 Priestess of Freya and just bring out 25 strength in your graveyard. It's nuts. It really, really, really sucks. I've always liked the Morkvarg buffing deck, so I really like that CDPR went with this idea for Skellige. But I just think that we need to throw the regressing tag around a little bit more because it's a little bit overpowered at the moment. It's probably like a tier 1 deck. I would say it's a tier 1, which kind of sucks. Well, no, it's good that it's a tier 1 deck, but it's like, it sucks that you can only play this variant of Skellige currently that's tier 1. I know that everyone likes to play Queensguard, and Queensguard are really, really strong, hence why I've got 3 premiums of them. I really enjoy them, but I think everything, not having regressing is a bit OP. Oh, also, just a selfish buff, please make these like 4 strength, 2 armor. Axemen are hardly ever used. I've only ever seen me legitimately use Axemen. They can just be removed far too easily now, and it really, really sucks. Just give them more buff, please. Anything. Just give them more strength. They don't need armor. Get rid of the armor. Just give them strength. We need base strength. Because 2 base strength is ridiculous. Okay, so monsters now. Not that many changes left, actually. So monsters. What do I want to see changed? I would love to see Neckers go back to 3. Purely because I think Neckers being 2 strength, they have taken a huge, huge, huge hit. And I think CDPR kind of destroyed the consume deck type. I hated it. I'm not going to lie. I hated consume and I hated ambush Scoia'tael. Obviously, I was in the closed beta and they were all that was ever played. But I think that this is too much. Neckers cannot be played. I don't understand the purpose of this. I mean, you could always Mardrome a Necker and it'd die. Technically, now you can Peter Sar Gwynleve it. You could always Cyprian Willy it. So why? Why does this need to go down to 2? Unfortunately, at the moment, Neckers just aren't played because of this. So please buff that back up to 3. Kieran, I would really, really like to see... Where are you, Kieran? I would really, really like to see Kieran actually being able to consume something from your graveyard. This is a buff, by the way. Because when the Kieran comes out, it's very nice. You can get 25, 26, 27, 28 strength. But you're effectively eating one of your cards in your hand and putting you behind. If that makes sense. I know it's a finisher, etc. But how much of a better finisher would it be if you could eat, say, Brewis, who's an 8 strength crone that's already in your graveyard? I think this is definitely needed, and it could maybe assist consume a little bit more. See, I'm so anti-consume, it's insane, but I really, really, really think that we need to see monsters coming to fruition a little bit. Because at the moment, Wild Hunt's really not everyone's cup of tea. And yeah, I just feel that they've got rid of one archetype. I feel that this was needed. Damage yourself by 1. I feel that this was needed for the Arrakis Behemoth, and this has put them into line. But I just think changing the Neckers and things is just very, very harsh. So return the Neckers and give Kieran a little buff. Why have I just pressed back? No bloody idea. Okay, so last section. In fact, no, we've got 2. Scoia'tael. I want to see something changed to Spellitel. That deck is absolutely infuriating, and I don't know what could be changed. I am not a game designer. This is just out at the top of my head. Scoia'tael reminds me of Freeze Mage from Hearthstone, and if anyone's ever played Freeze Mage, plays against Freeze Mage in Hearthstone, it's not fun. Basically, you don't the Freeze Mage or the Spellitel deck doesn't get any minions out at all until like turn 3, turn 2, and it sucks. They just destroy you piece by piece before you can even attack them, and you're just throwing your cards down to die. It's not fun. It's not fun. I don't know what they can do to change it, but I feel that it needs to be changed. I don't know, maybe nerf Ifnay. I don't know. I honestly don't know. But I feel that something needs to be done about it, definitely. Also, I can't believe I'm going to say this, especially because I've just said it about Consume. Ambush cards. I know ambush was a huge problem, but I feel at the moment there's just no relevance to it being in the game. There really, really isn't. Apart from Teruvial. Where is she? Teruvial is silver. Apart from Teruvial, who, yeah, is still really strong. You see one ambush card, you're going to assume it's Teruvial, or you're going to assume that it is Morin. This is literally it. You might put in some sappers, but ambush just doesn't seem to be a thing anymore, which really, really sucks. I think now that you can lock ambush cards, I think that's really, really good. And I think that's sort of the nerf that they needed. So I'd like to see ambush sort of return. Maybe not as... I don't know how. But I'd like to see ambush return, and just to give us an extra archetype, really. And I think that being able to lock the cards is strong enough. Speaking about archetypes, this is really just Scoia'tael, to be honest. Mulligan's a really, really cool mechanic. I really, really like mulliganing. I've played a couple of mulligan decks, and yeah, they work. But they're just not strong. They're not strong at all. And I feel the reason they're not strong is because they have no golds or they have no silvers that allow you to take advantage of mulligan. They just don't. It's all in bronze, and I think it's like 3 bronze units. You have the War Dancers, you have the Vreehead Vanguards, and you have these chaps here, the Vreehead Officers. That's it. That literally is it that relies on mulligan. I think we need more, to be honest. There's a fair few cards that you don't really see used anymore. So maybe like Isengrim and Yorvith, maybe they could be something to do with mulligan or movement. I mean, yeah, Isengrim's about ambush, so maybe keep that if we're going to throw in more ambush cards, but I don't know. I think I just missed the Neophyte deck. Anyway, that's everything for Scoia'tael. And next and final, Northern Realms, man. I love Northern Realms. I really, 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 really love Northern Realms, but unfortunately, they are just unplayable at the moment. No one has found a decent deck that works apart from the Reaver Hunter deck, and these guys I feel need a nerf. I feel these are too strong. Bond, boost all copies of this unit by 1 wherever they are. Okay, that's very nice. You can play around with these guys and like Neneke and stuff like that. Yeah, really, really nice. But I think this is too strong. I think starting off at 6 is too strong. Maybe reducing down to 3. Maybe reducing down to 4. Because if you duplicate these and constantly resurrect them, you have infinite power. It's nuts. But everything else sucks. I really, 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 really wanted to play with Vernon Roche and the Blue Stripes. That was nerfed to the ground. War Machines. You guys know I love trebuchets. I love trebuchets. Nope. The War Machine deck kind of sucks. I really, really wanted to play a machine deck. As soon as I saw it was an option, sucks. Which, it's bad. It's bad, and I really, really wish that we could just get a buff somewhere to Northern Realms. I mean, they were fully redesigned, and I know that you're never going to get it right the first time. But please get it right the second time. Do something. Please. I really, really enjoy Northern Realms, and unfortunately at the moment they're unplayable. So, guys, that is everything. I've gone on far too long talking about stuff that might not even happen, but let me know in the comment section below what you think about what I've said. And yeah, if you want to see any changes as well, drop in the comments. And fingers crossed, we see some action tomorrow, especially with these bad boys. We see some Northern Realms buffs. And yeah, we see some just Nilfgaard nerfs. Much as I hate to say it. In fact, maybe instead of nerfing everything, why not just buff everything up? You know what I mean? Buff everything to get to Nilfgaard level. I don't know. Anyway, guys, take care. I hope you've enjoyed what you've seen. If so, please leave a like, and if you want to see more, make sure that subscribe button is firmly pressed, because there's going to be a lot of Gwent content on the channel. And yeah, check back when I'm covering what exactly is changed, or at least been discussed, in the patch update tomorrow. Cheers, guys. Bye-bye. Officially out now, what, a week and a half in open beta, and I'd say there's definitely a set meta at the moment. I think all the decks have been fine-tuned to a point of there's not going to be anything new, and I think we can all definitely say there's things that aren't just right with the game. I mean, the game Gwent is absolutely amazing. I absolutely adore this game. Trust me, I love it. I really, really do love it. It's just a case of, I think there's still things that definitely need to be tuned and just ironed out. Super duper top end players aren't actually using Ragnarok or Drought anymore. They've actually decided to just not use it, and obviously refining their decks to better, bigger things. But for people that are on like my level, I'm only rank 9, and for people who are probably climbing up to say like rank 15, etc., you're going to see this a lot, and it means that you permanently have to tech a card to go against it. Now, Clear Skies is absolutely amazing. It really, really is. So we're going to go through the discussion now, and just let me know in the comment section below if you agree with anything that I'm saying, if you think I'm totally wrong and something else needs changing, because, well, we'll find out tomorrow, I guess. So, first things first, I think we all know it's coming. Ragnarok and Drought. These cards are currently just the bane of everyone's existence at the moment. They are pretty much in every single deck. I know that a lot of like coming, and yeah, I'll leave a link in the description below just in case you guys aren't sure as to where to catch it. But it's going to be very, 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 very special. And I think what I'll do after it as well is I'm going to cross-reference some of the things that I'm going to discuss with you today, and maybe just inform you about the changes if you don't or can't make the stream. So the purpose of this video is to actually discuss what I think should need changing. The game's been Hello there everybody, and welcome to another Gwent video. This is not like a Gwent video we've done before, apart from really, really early in the closed beta. Basically, this is just a discussion about the overall balance of the game at the moment. For those of you that aren't aware, CDPR have actually confirmed that there is going to be a live stream tomorrow at 9 PM CEST to discuss the current progress of Gwent and, well, their first patch of the new open beta, which is really, really cool. There's going to be hopefully some really, really good balance changes.